Field is ready. Carlton Draft Camperdown Cup, 2,200 metres. They're all locked away. Condy's Fair with the outside alley. And they stand well. Off they go. Condy's Fair got away with them, so too Temple of Gold. Away quickly is Unfettered. Unfettered's going to run to the front initially over Sunny Bridge. Temple of Gold is running up to third. Then Flash of Light, Molly's Melody. 3 wide is Red Piper, back 6th at the moment. Arc Navarre is next, followed then by Piermont. Between them is Officer, and Condy's Fair from his wide draw has dropped out to last. There's not too much speed on, 1,800 left to go. And the leader is Unfettered. Temple of Gold's gone up to sit on his outside in second spot. Sunny Bridge is third, and Flash of Light fourth is tucked away on the rail. Red Piper still 3 wide at the moment around Molly's Melody. Arc Navarre back on the fence. A length on Officer, back second last is Piermont. Last is Condy's Fair, but he would only be about 7 lengths off the lead. Running into the back, Unfettered is unchallenged out in front. Unfettered, 1,400 to go, leads by a half length on Temple of Gold, up running second. Red Piper's been 3 wide from the start, but he's moved up third around Flash of Light, then Sunny Bridge. Next is Arc Navarre with Molly's Melody. A length and a half on Officer. Condy's Fair's got in front of one now, and that is Piermont, who's back last with 1,100 to go. Hasn't been much speed on for the first half of the race. Red Piper's allowed more rain now, and he's gone up to join Unfettered in the lead as they move off the back. So there's not much between Red Piper, Unfettered at the moment. A length and a half, Temple of Gold third, and then Sunny Bridge back on the inside is Flash of Light. A length and a half, Molly's Melody. Arc Navarre. Piermont starting to take closer order. Officer is second last, and Condy's Fair once again is back last. But it's a bunch field inside the 600, and Red Piper, Unfettered are now seriously challenged. Sunny Bridge has gone up out wide. Temple of Gold has emerged again, and it's Temple of Gold and Sunny Bridge that run to the front up around the home turn. Flash of Light into the clear, gets to third, and then Piermont followed by a struggling Unfettered, and Condy's Fair spotting the leaders. A fairly good start as they straighten up. Sunny Bridge took over. Temple of Gold's under the whip. A length and a half on Flash of Light, and then Piermont. Condy's Fair is still back near last with 200 to go, but Sunny Bridge drew away. Got about a length and a half. Temple of Gold. Flash of Light is finishing on resolutely. In front is Sunny Bridge. Flash of Light's getting to Sunny Bridge, and Flash of Light got up. Flash of Light's got there to beat Sunny Bridge right on the line. Third, Temple of Gold, then Condy's Fair, who was finishing on late, but he never really looked a chance in the straight. Officer next in, followed by Molly's Melody. Arc Navarre followed in behind those by Unfettered. Next across the line was Molly's Melody, who's finished back with Red Piper and Piermont.
Well, Flash of Light, 4:10, 170, defeats Sunny Bridge and Temple of Gold. 5, 11 and 12 there after the running of race 5. OK, now Hobart, these runners starting to get set.
Cup. Gee, there's been some impressive winners. Outer Limits, in fact, is going for 3 Boort Cup wins. Won it back in 95, 97. And, of course, as we mentioned earlier, the Douglas clan, Darrell, has won it twice, 99 and 2001. And Critter won it for Glenn Douglas in 2000. This race this year, my thoughts are beat 1 to beat 7, 2 and 4. Downing, as we heard from Michael Stanley's just got all the form around Jessica Joy, Hasty Road. It'll step away, and it's $2.60, which is okay. Thought it might have been a little bit shorter, but number 1 Downing on top to beat 7 Lockie Logan. Just forget its last start, it jumped away. But it did pick up some nice ground in the straight. It finished off all right, the 7. The other ones to include a 2 interest rate, which gets away nice from the draw, from the standing start, I should say, and 4 Machine Gun, which also begins quickly. It might be pretty important here with these back markers. So my thoughts, 1 to beat 7, 2 and 4. Downing at the moment, $2.90. It's holding up okay. $4 Lockie Logan, $7.30 Meet Me in Paris. As the pool updates, $8.10 Machine Gun, interest rate at 14. Hilton Blue Chip 17, as is Family Arm, and the Golf Ball at 23. So they're the latest tote figures. They're starting to come up here, Terry, for the Cup.
OK, Downing is the firm favourite, as you mentioned, $2.50. Harry McCool, the winner from Shy Ticket. Cam Strike, number 10, getting third after the photo, Launceston. We've only got one more race to go, the last race, where Turbo Danny is a scratching number 11, and that race at 7:20. Terralgan, Greyhound Wise, race number 8. Pool is up over 2,200, and the favourite is Chardon Chardam. And it's all the rage for the race at $1.10. Selections 1, 4 and 2. a shorty with the first 4 race in New South Wales being race number 8, and that race coming up in 4 minutes' time. Let's head to the track for the running of this year's Boort Cup. Your caller, Lachlan McIntosh.
Front row horses set, bringing the 10-metre tape across for Outer Limits, who's won the race twice. In 95 and 97, looking to make it 3 today. Family Arm off the 10 with him, and Meet Me in Paris and the Golf Ball, the back marker off the 20 metres. Starter calls them right up. The Loddon Valley start, Boort pacing Cup field, ready to be sent on their way. 2,600 metres the journey. They stand well. Tapes go back and the Boort Cup field is on their way. Interest Rate began quickly from 2, but in a scramble. Out fast, Master Balani. Interest Rate won't find his gate at all. Coming across to second now is Machine Gun. Lockie Logan with a good beginning moves up to 3rd. Interest Rate still galloping. He's broken a hobble there. So that's the end of Interest Rate. Passed now by Outer Limits, who moves to 4th. Family Arm next. Then Meet Me in Paris around the Golf Ball. Followed by Hilton Blue Chip. Outclassed Tardy into stride last of the group. And the favourites Mr. Downing. He's still 15 metres away from the bunch. They sort out their order heading down the front straight the first time, and out in front it's Master Balani leading the way. He's out in front by 2 metres. On the outside, Lockie Logan's going up to challenge. Master Balani wants to keep out Lockie Logan though, so he has to ease back John Ryan. And moving up 3 deep on the track, Meet Me in Paris. It's about to move up and sit outside of the leader. Machine Gun, meantime, with a pace ride on in front of it, is sitting 3rd. 3 back on the outside as the multiple Boort Cup winner, Outer Limits. They head down the back after completing a lap. Over on the inside is Hilton Blue Chip. Sneaks up along the pegs. 3 back. Then Family Arm, tracked by the Golf Ball. Outer Limits tacks on to the group second last, and the favourite Downing sees them all. He's 30 metres off the lead of the favourite. They head off the back straight. 2.5 laps left to go. In the Loddon Valley start, Boort Pacing Cup, and Master Balani leads the way. The former Queenslander having his first Victorian run. He leads by a head. Michael Munro slows down the speed now to suit himself. Meet Me in Paris did some work to get the death seat, but she's up close and handy to the pace now. 1:22.4 the lead time. Machine Gun having the gun run 3rd behind the leader. Lockie Logan, the Central Victorian Championship winner here at Boort a few months ago, is having a good run now, 4th mid-race. Followed up in turn by Outer Limits. Over on the inside, Hilton Blue Chip. He's locked up on the peg line. So too on the markers, 4 back in traffic. Is outclassed as they head down the back. On the outside, Family Arm from the Golf Ball. No moves from the tail enders. Downing still last. He's still 25 to 30 off the leader. First quarter only 33.9. That's hardly the first quarter of the last mile for Cups class, but they head down to the top turn with the leader Master Balani getting away with Murder through the middle stages. On the outside, Meet Me in Paris not applying any pressure. Moves up now almost on terms. 3rd behind the leader Machine Gun. Lockie Logan's had a beaut run mid-race. He's about to have a decision though, John Ryan, because the 3 wide line is commencing. Moving up into that spot, 3 wide, leading the train up as Outer Limits on its back, Family Arm. Locked away on the inside, Hilton Blue Chip from Outclass. Well back the Golf Ball, and Downing last of the group. That's Forgetting Interest Rate, who's pulled up with broken gear. Out of the straight in the Cup, 32.8 the second quarter. They should be set to sprint home. It's been a leisurely run affair, and Master Balani leads into the back by 2 metres. Second, the mare Meet Me in Paris. 3 wide on the track, moving up to 3rd is Outer Limits. In the middle then, needing an out, is Lockie Logan. He's badly wedged up. Machine Gun waits the Ferguson will sprint lane. Hilton Blue Chip will track him through. Family Arm 15 off the leader, then Outclass too far back, Downing along with the Golf Ball. 30.3 the 3rd quarter, and it's Master Balani running a cheeky race in the lead. Meet Me in Paris trying to reach it. Then Lockie Logan and Machine Gun. Master Balani, the former Queenslander, in front. Meet Me in Paris knuckling down now with Lockie Logan, late Machine Gun, but it's Master Balani's Boort Cup. Master Balani wins it by a neck. I think second, Machine Gun on the inside, just nosing out Meet Me in Paris. Lockie Logan, Family Arm, Hilton Blue Chip close up. Then came flying home at the end, Downing, but it was all over. He missed the kick, and that cost him dearly. Followed then by pulling up their Outclass Outer Limits, and the last one to pull up the Golf Ball. Interest Rate broke gear, broke a hobble after galloping at the start, and the last quarter 28.7.
OK, Lachlan, they're just about set to Ralgan for the running of race number 8 on the card, the Grade 5. Number 1 is the short price favourite. Let's go to the track and Peter Eustace. Being Master Balani at $88.20 and $11.40. Machine Gun 220 and Meet Me in Paris 220, Quinella 139.20, Exacta $246, and the trifecta quite a good one if you've got it. OK, we're going to a break here on Sky. We're coming back with more shortly, including...
Be back there for the Cup when Mr Mandaree returns to the start. But he's off the track at the moment. But we can go and find out what's happening there at Gawler. And here he is, Hilton Donaldson.
Good afternoon, Chris, and viewers on Sky Racing. Welcome into Gawler. 35 degrees here for the LR&M Gawler Cup. Sky Bay led the field out. He's raced in 5 Melbourne Cups since retired, of course. He's a dressage horse these days, looks magnificent. Ran third in 1996, and the field's about to move in. There is a delay with Mr Mandaree. And, right, so Mr Mandaree had a bridle problem, but Ken Sweeney has told the stewards that the horse can race without the cheekers. So the cheekers are off Mr Mandaree. They are moving in. Dubourg's come up. Dorados goes forward. Blue Ted walking in. Will Saw comes up. On course, favourite Tartan Army about the each way quote. And then about a point over each way, numbers 1, 2, 3 and 8. It's a very open betting race. Thought Mahatma was a big price. Mahatma's $29. Consider the Tartan Army's the favourite. 2 starts ago, Mahatma beat him. Admittedly, there's a 2.5 kilo turnaround, but I just can't see why there's such a great difference in their prices. So Mahatma's clearly the over. Now they move up. Will Saw right, Dubourg set. Accelerating, the Port Lincoln Cup winner is ready. Far Hills goes in. Jeltz Express stablemate of Accelerating in a green cap. The St Pat's Cup winner from Broken Hills about to move in. Van der Clare went there a Class 1. Came back with a $25,000 cup. Mr Mandaree goes up. Now Van der Clare comes forward. Tartan Army goes in. Here's Buffalo Power. Hasn't won for a while, Buffalo Power. Is this his turn? Watt Report to an outside gate. He'll walk out. He'll be near enough to last. Bitsky, a winner last year at Oakbank, which incidentally is coming up next weekend. This weekend, Saturday for Oakbank, and I'm sure Bitsky will go round again. Now Van der Clare very towy. He can be a barrier rogue. Blue Ted's right. Dorados lunged at the gates. They settle again, having trouble with Accelerating. They're racing and beginning slowly. Blue Teddy's clearly last away. Mr Mandaree first out and looking for the lead from Will Saw. Tartan Army showing speed. Mahatma's going forward. Will Saw now on the rails from Far Hills and wide out. Bitsky's pressing on. There's going to be plenty of speed on. Van der Clare settles back behind runners there, including Buffalo Power from Accelerating, Watt Report, then Jeltz Express and Blue Ted last. Out of the straight at the 1500, Mr Mandaree taken on by Tartan Army. Mahatma 3 wide and Bitsky 4 wide, and they're really burning as they head to the back of the course now and make that turn at the 1400 metres. Far Hills was racing about 6th, and then came Dubourg, followed by Dorados, and 3 away Van der Clare inside of Buffalo Power. 3 lengths Accelerating. His stablemate in the green cap, Jeltz Express from Watt Report and Blue Ted. And despite being second last and last, the speed's good enough to bring them into the race. 1,000 metres to go, and Bitsky's worked to the front, the 12-year-old. He's a length in Tartan Army. Third is Mahatma, followed by Mr Mandaree, Will Saw, and then Dubourg over on the inside of Dorados. And starting a run out wide of Far Hills from Buffalo Power under a good hold. Blue Ted, who hates racing inside horses, is 4 wide, but he's cruising from Van der Clare, and then came Accelerating a long way back from Watt Report and Jeltz Express about to leave the back. 600 metres to go, and Bitsky giving a great sight. He's 2 in front. In second place now Mahatma, moving up on the outside of Tartan Army, keeping him 3 wide. Then Mr Mandaree from Will Saw. Dorados and Buffalo Power let go with his run, and he's coming quickly. Then Far Hills, followed by Van der Clare. Blue Ted couldn't go with Buffalo Power. Watt Report's a long way back with Accelerating. Here's Buffalo Power on the turn. He's cruised up. He's got the leaders covered, but what's coming after him? Dorados, wider out Will Saw. Watt Report into the clear. Buffalo Power hit the lead at the 150 from Dorados and Watt Report. Buffalo Power's a length in front. In second place, Dorados chasing gamely. Buffalo Power from Dorados. They've drawn clear of Watt Report. Buffalo Power's just in front of Dorados, and Buffalo Power wins the Gawler Cup. He hasn't won for ages, but he's won a good race. Second in was Dorados, and third Watt Report. Accelerating came home too late from Tartan Army. Mr Mandaree, Bitsky. Then came Will Saw from Mahatma, which knocked up further back Jeltz Express. Dubourg, and then came Blue Ted. Never a winning chance really, even though they ran it to suit and consider where the winner came from. Then came Van der Clare and Far Hills last over the line in the Gawler Cup.
Yeah, it was a tough performance by Buffalo Power. He was confident to take off on the turn, and he's held off Dorados. And what report? Now they're set at Caulfield. Here's Greg.
And Gawler near the outside began
At 7.20, impressed to count an opponent, both at 10s. Okay, they're moving in pretty well for the running of the Cowra Cup. As we take you back once again, here is Colin Hodges for the Cup.
Chris, it's a really big thing when you get a publican like Bill Smith come to a town. You only take one person, quite often change the direction of a lot of sports in a town, and Bill Smith from the Townhouse Hotel, he's really got right behind the racing. He's already the vice chairman of the club, and they tell me that all the football clubs and everything are really benefiting from the terrific interest he's showing in sport in the town. So Bill Smith from the Townhouse Hotel becomes a sponsor this year of the Cowra Cup as they move up 1,800 metres in front of them. Quarter Dawn and White and Blue battle for favouritism on the New South Wales TAB, with Quarter Dawn now in the $2, White and Blue at $5.90. White and Blue broke down after winning the Bathurst Cup in 2000. He returned to form when third in the recent Parks Cup. Taken a long time to get him right again. Cheeky Charlie, Bathurst Cup winner of 2001, goes forward. Still out of line, White and Blue impressed to count. Big Agent is set. Rib Crush, Backaroo, Sir Silverstone. The stablemates both in the red and black colours, namely Opponent and Casarigi, trained by Les Smetzer down at Wagga for the Frankel family. We've got a lot of horses with Les Smetzer. Jabbar is set. White and Blue, trained by former race caller Donnie Ryan. If ever a man can get a horse right, it's Don Ryan. It's been a long, hard road getting this fellow back after a long, long spell after he won the Bathurst Cup and broke down, but his run when third in the Parks Cup was very good. Quarter Dawn, 63 kilos, but an outstanding galloper. Can it do it in the Cup? We'll soon know. 1,800 metres in front of them. They're set. Townhouse Hotel, Cowra Cup. Sir Silverstone bobbing its head around. Down the straight they'll come to the winning post and then a circuit of the beautiful Cowra track. Ready for the Cup here at Cowra. A couple of them just marking time. Using up a bit of nervous energy. They're racing now. Sir Silverstone jumped out nicely out wide, White and Blue working across with Big Agent in the centre. Jabbar is going to settle on the fence. Quarter Dawn is back about fifth, fighting for his head just a little bit as they come down the winning post the first time, and Big Agent the leader. Impressed to count coming across from out deep. White and Blue, Matthew Carl's already got it to be only one off the fence. Over on its inside was Jabbar. Cheeky Charlie moves up 3 deep, followed then by Opponent. On its outside was Quarter Dawn. Rib Crush about the circle of field, followed then by Sir Silverstone. Then came Backaroo, and last of all was Casarigi. They head to the back and impressed to count with about 1,200 to go, leading out by 2 lengths. In second place, Big Agent, Cheeky Charlie third. Then came Jabbar, John on the outside by White and Blue. A length and a quarter back, then making ground was Rib Crush. Over on the inside was Opponent, followed then by Quarter Dawn, who drifts back on the inside there of Sir Silverstone. Backaroo is second last, and down at the tail of the field was Casarigi. They come inside the 800, impressed to count. Out by a length and a quarter, Big Agent second, Cheeky Charlie making good progress on the outside. Jabbar fourth. White and Blue's been beautifully ridden by Carl. It's over in the centre. 3 wide then Sir Silverstone. 2 lengths then to Opponent. Quarter Dawn. 63 kilos in the saddle, about to be urged forward by Greg Ryan. Then comes Rib Crush, Backaroo and Casarigi. They're on the home turn in the Cup. Impressed to count, about to be tackled by Cheeky Charlie. 3 wide. Big Agent the centre. Jabbar blocked for room. White and Blue is starting to sweep home, and then Sir Silverstone, White and Blue bounded up, took the lead from Cheeky Charlie, then impressed to count, but White and Blue clear of Cheeky Charlie, and White and Blue has beaten Cheeky Charlie. Quarter Dawn, I think, third, just in front of Jabbar, Big Agent, and impressed to count in a bunch. Then comes Opponent. Next in was Backaroo, Sir Silverstone, Casarigi, and Rib Crush. Great training effort by Donnie Ryan. White and Blue, $5.90, $2.10 a place. Cheeky Charlie, $2, and I think Quarter Dawn will get third at $1.50. White and Blue, he broke down. His career looked over after he won the Bathurst Cup back in year 2000. He was out in the paddock for a long, long time. A good mate of mine, Gowan Williams from Roma Racing, he only recently asked me, he said, how's Donny Ryan's horse going? Because I think Gowan Williams' dad used to have a very good horse called Crady's, trained by the Ryan family. And I said, well, he's doing nothing at the moment. But I said, Don Ryan wouldn't bother persevering with him unless he thought he still had a good win in him. And Don Ryan's pulled it off today. White and blue. He looked finished. He's come back for a great win in the Cup today. Beautifully ridden by Matthew Carl, always in the perfect spot. And white and blue, raced by the Ryan Racing Syndicate. SJ, AF Ryan, Mrs. E.A. Dwyer, A. Cardi, R.D. Wilson, and B. Gowan Lock by Yonder. He's beautifully named White and Blue by Yonder at a category. Don Ryan, he called the races for a lot of years here at Cowra, so he got a very close affinity with this club, and the numbers are about to come through on the Cup. Broadcast. Yep. 261. 1.5 by a short neck.
All right, good win to White and Blue in the Cowra Cup. So 2, 6 and 1, $5.92, $10, $2 and $1.50, $13.70 Quinella, $31.50 the exacta, and the trifecta will pay $80.40. Matthew Carl, the winning rider there, one to go at Cowra. Now at Hobart, the 6th, the sprint.